A warm good morning to all. Today we discuss about the topic is periodic table. Do you hear periodic table? Then what is a periodic table? The periodic table is a tabular arrangement of the chemical elements by increasing atomic number, which displays the elements so that one may see trends in their properties. Nowadays, we use modern periodic table. Henry Moseley introduced the modern periodic table. Through his experiments, proved that the properties of elements depend on their atomic number. According to this, the elements are arranged in the periodic table in the increasing order of their atomic numbers. This table is known as the modern periodic table. Then we uh, discuss the history of periodic table. The scientist wants to uh, classify the elements. Then Lavoisier, Newlands, Dobereiner, and Mendeleev are classified the elements. First of all, Lavoisier. Lavoisier, Lavoisier classified the elements are metals and non-metals in 1789. 13 elements are classified into metals and non-metals, he can't classify the metalloids that show the properties of both metals and non-metals. Then uh, next person, Newlands. In 1866, he arranged 56 elements in increasing order of atomic mass. He found that the properties of the eighth element is the repetition of those of the first. The elements with the higher atomic mass did not obey this rule. It was the limitation of Newlands. Then Doppler classified another way. He formed small groups of three elements showing similar properties. These groups were called triads. All elements could not be classified into triads. It was the limitation of this table. Then last, Mental introduced a periodic table. He was a good model of classification of elements. He arranged the elements in the increasing order of atomic masses. The advantage of Mendeleev's periodic table is elements of similar properties were placed in the same group. Columns were left vacant for elements which were not known at that time, and their properties were also predicted. Finally, it have some limitations. No proper position for hydrogen. He couldn't give any proper position for hydrogen. Then the increasing order of atomic mass was not strictly followed throughout. Then we used the now modern periodic table was introduced the mostly. 120 elements are now in periodic table. Thank you.